10 strangest cars ever made. Prepare yourself for an incredible and unique voyage as we present the 10 most unusual cars ever produced. We'll take you on an exciting journey through the history of automobiles in this engrossing film, where creativity is king and innovation is unrestricted. Have you ever pondered what happens when the bizarre becomes a part of vehicle design? Come along with us as we examine the unusual, the ludicrous, and the downright strange. Ask yourself, what inspired these strange creations? Get ready to be astounded by the creativity and inventiveness that went into creating these genuinely one-of-a-kind cars, which range from shoe-shaped cars to vehicles that defy gravity. Are you prepared to see the most bizarre vehicles to ever drive on a public road? Peel P50. Breaking world records is the Peel P50. It is the smallest production car ever produced, according to the 2010 Guinness Book of World Records. For just 3 years, from 1962 to 1965, the Peel Engineering Company produced this tiny, three-wheeled vehicle on the Isle of Man. It was touted as the ideal size to accommodate one adult and one shopping bag. The kids won't fit in this little automobile. It features a single headlight and a single door, which is on the left. Since the Peel P50 lacks a reverse gear and must be physically maneuvered backward using a handle at the back of the vehicle, going backwards was not a simple choice. There were just 50 of these unique small automobiles produced at first, and as of right now, there are only 27 known surviving examples. One sold for a record $176,000 at an auction in March 2016. Modulo Ferrari 512S. You could be forgiven for initially believing that the Ferrari 512S Modulo is more akin to a spaceship than a vehicle. This unusual-looking car features a glass canopy-style cover that swings forward to allow the driver to enter the interior. Its body is incredibly low, shaped like a wedge. A concept sports car called the Ferrari 512S Modulo made its debut at the 1970 Geneva Motor Show. The car's partial covering on all four wheels heightens the impression that it is a spaceship hovering rather than a car. The Modulo's Ferrari V12 engine enables it to go from 0 to 60 miles per hour in an astounding 3 seconds, with a maximum speed of about 220 miles per hour. Firebird by General Motors. The General Motors Firebird automobiles were prototypes that were shown at the 1953, 1956, and 1959 Motorama Auto exhibits. Their design was influenced by fighter aircraft design. These automobiles owe more to their design than to birds. They should get an award for having such a fantastic name, Firebirds. Over the years, 4 sleek and streamlined Firebirds were conceived and constructed. Their bubble-top canopies, short wings and tail fins, and joystick steering between the 2 seats were among their most peculiar characteristics. This was intended to replicate the feel of flying a jet and give the car a futuristic appearance. Special to Norman Timms. Norman Timms, a mechanical auto engineer headquartered in Los Angeles, is credited with designing the Norman Timms Special, a famous American vehicle design. In the 1940s, Norman was a well-known engineer who worked with Tucker Autos. It took more than 3 years to finish the Norman Timms Special. This sleek, stylish vehicle has a reduced profile because to its long, arching front nose and lack of doors. The tale of this automobile has a sad conclusion. This odd-looking automobile, which had been left out for kids to play on in front of a restaurant in California, was tragically burned in the 2018 Malibu fires in California. DMC DeLorean. The DMC DeLorean, most known for its role as a time machine in the Back to the Future movies, is a genuine automobile. The DeLorean Motor Company first produced this stealth sports vehicle from 1981 to 1983. The vehicle's gull-wing doors, which open upwards and outwards as opposed to the conventional manner that car doors open, set it apart from other vehicles on the market. Even if this feature is stylish, it wouldn't be very useful while parking in a little spot at a store. Regrettably, the car's lack of power and performance left many disappointed, as did its stunning appearance and high price tag. Production was stopped in the first part of 1983. It was estimated that 6,500 DeLoreans were still in use in 2007. DeLoreans are capable of reaching 150 miles per hour, but once they hit 88 miles per hour, who knows what might happen? In 2016, a DeLorean owner was actually arrested for speeding while driving his vehicle at 88 miles per hour. Fiat Multipla. On UK roads, the Fiat Multipla, a car with a distinctive appearance, is rather widespread. The windscreen of the Multipla seems abnormally broad. Instead of the more typical arrangement of just 2 seats in the front, it features 2 rows of 3 seats inside. There is enough space inside the Multipla for the whole family, and the 3 abreast seating arrangement allows the front seats to be adjusted, while the back seats can be moved or removed to create a number of configurations. This car is perfect for family travels because it has lots of room for bags. Drivers, however, do not seem to find the Multipla's appearance very appealing. The Multipla's design was on show in 1999 as part of the Different Roads Automobiles for the Next Century exhibition at the Museum of Modern Art in New York. Additionally, it was named the ugliest car in 2000 Car of the Year by Top Gear. The Sunday Times listed the Multipla as one of the ugliest cars of 2018. Even after 18 years, its peculiar look hasn't won over many drivers. Stout Scarab. The first minivan in history was the Store Scarab. William Bushnell Stout, the architect, intended it to be an office on wheels. Constructed in 1932, the Scarab's long wheelbase and narrow snout maximized available space. The body of the Scarab was designed to closely resemble an airplane fuselage made of aluminum. It was the first automobile in history to use both air suspension and a fiberglass body shell. When the Stout Scarab was first produced, it was viewed as an unsightly car. Still, it is recognized today as a symbol of Art Deco design. There are believed to be just 5 Scarabs left in existence today, out of the approximately 12 unique vehicles that were produced. 1948 Tasco. This peculiar vehicle appears to have feet instead of wheels. Gordon Breerade created the 1948 Tasco, an American sports automobile built after World War II. It was the first car in the world with a T-top roof and had controls modeled after those of an airplane. Breerade filed a lawsuit against GM for using the identical design on the 1968 Corvette because he was the patent holder. The American sports car company is what the term Tasco stands for. The purpose of the odd-looking wheel coverings is to shield the wheels from the wind, which will decrease drag and increase speed. The initial cost of the Tasco prototype was an astounding $57,000. 1955 Chrysler Gaia Streamline X Gilda. Chrysler made an effort to shed its image for producing boxy cars in the 1950s. In reaction to this, the creator of this vehicle appears to have drawn inspiration from a ridiculous spacecraft kind. Virgil Exner, a Chrysler official, requested that it be constructed with the goal of showcasing aggressive performance and radical style. It made its premiere at the 1955 Salone di Torino before going on tour in the US and Europe. The 1946 film noir classic Gilda starring Rita Hayworth is the source of the car's nickname Gilda. Massive tail fins start at the front of the vehicle, which has an atypically small cockpit that faces forward. The car's body is painted in 2 tones, with the underside being darker. Reliant Robin. 4 wheels are found on most autos. With just 3 wheels, 2 in the back and 1 in the front, the Reliant Robin defies this tendency. For a while, Reliant was the second largest UK-owned automobile company, and this car was the second most popular fiberglass vehicle in history. Over a 30-year span, the Reliant Motor Company in Tamworth, England, developed numerous variants of the Reliant Robin. When the MK1 Robin was first produced in 1973, people were pleased with it because of its attractive design and reasonable pricing. The last Reliant Robin was created in 2000 and given away in a Valentine's Day competition in 2001 by the Sun newspaper. In British culture, dependable 3-wheelers are frequently the subject of jokes. The Reliant Robin, with its unusual design, has even earned the endearing nickname Plastic Pig. The classic small yellow van that Del Boy Trotter drove in Only Fools and Horses is arguably the most well-known Reliant automobile. Ready to dive deeper into the world of automotive oddities? Subscribe now to stay tuned for more fascinating insights into the weirdest cars ever made.